Again, there was a mistake in the YouTube. Welcome to the class. This is EPPE3123, Industry and International Business. I'm Muhammad Shukri Hajinul from UKM, University Kebangsaan Malaysia, UKM. So today we're gonna study on the topic of sustaining versus disruptive innovation. Yeah. From this topic, and this is from the book of Christensen. So we're gonna go to the book. This response from you that you can see this on your screen. Tell me that you can see this on your screen, guys. This is published in 1997 and 2000, 2003, and the book that I have is this Harper's Business 2003. Tell me, someone can tell me that you can see this on your screen? Please, your feedback.
Yes,
okay, thank you. And this book titled Dilemma. It has become an investor's dilemma whether and where to put money, because technology has the characteristics of changing the platform with a breakthrough, significant breakthrough in technological change that will create what we call a disruptive technology that will disrupt the old technology. And whichever companies they were king or incumbent, strong, having large market share on the platform of the old technology will fail. So look at this, the first title, the chapter, part 1, why great companies can fail. How can great firms fail? Like Sears. We're going to show in the insight from the hard disk drive industry at that time. So value networks and the impetus to innovate, disruptive technological change. In another example, mechanical excavator. What goes up can't go down. Next topic, managing disruptive technological change. Give responsibility for disruptive technologies to organizations whose customers need them. Measure the size of the organizational bracket. This is to manage disruptive tech change. Discovering new and emerging markets. How to appraise your organization's capabilities and disabilities. Performance provided market demand and product life cycle. Managing disruptive technological change. A case study. The dilemma of innovation. A summary. And he came up with another book. If this is the innovator's dilemma, the later book is the innovator's solution. Yeah. This innovator's dilemma, innovator's solution. Yeah. This is hardcover. This first published 2003. Clayton Christensen passed away 2020, 3 years ago. Oh, January 23rd. Today is January what? 20, January 7. So this coming January 23rd, he passed away 4 years ago. Harvard Business School. Hmm. Okay, just for our information, okay? But it's nice to know where we get the theory from. Uh, Disruptive innovation has been called most influential business idea of 21st century. Introduced disruption in his book 1997, The Innovator's Dilemma, 1997, and led to economists term it as the most influential thinker of his time. So this business, Harvard Business School, okay, early life, okay, no, not important, not important, not important. Died in Boston, born in Utah. Okay, disruptive innovation. In business theory, disruptive innovation is innovation that creates a new market and value network, or enters at the bottom of an existing market and eventually displaces established market leading firms, products, and alliance. The term disruptive innovation, popularized by Christensen and his collaborators beginning with in 1995, in his seminal, this is 1995 seminal paper. This is the paper he presented at a seminar. So with Bauer, Joseph, and Payton, okay, seminar, 1995, Disruptive Technology Catching the Wave. Oh, that's the title. And then in a book, in 1997, the book of Innovator's Dilemma. So Christensen's type of innovation, sustaining, and innovation that does not significantly affect existing market. It may be either evolutionary, an innovation that improves a product in an existing market in ways that customers are expecting. Example, fuel injection for gasoline engines, which displace carburetors. Revolutionary can be revolutionary, discontinuous but sustaining. In technology, there's a term discontinuity, and innovation is unexpected but nevertheless does not affect existing markets. The first automobiles in the late 19th century, which were expensive, example, luxury items such as very few were sold. And the second type is sustaining, and second type is disruptive, and innovation that creates new markets, okay, or enters at the bottom of an existing market. We're gonna see the graph soon. Enter from the bottom by providing a different set of values, which ultimately and unexpectedly overtakes the incumbent, overtakes the current king, just like Nokia was king of mobile phone, no more king today. Sears was the king of department store, no more. Example of lower price, affordable Ford Model T was which displaced the horse-drawn. That's too old, like example. Yeah, innovation that creates new market and value network. Uh, it's disputed, so that's why I don't like it. Neutrality of this article is disputed. Let's go back to uh, mm, mm, mm. Value network. Let's read from here. It's not giving. Okay. A value network is a graphical illustration of social and technical resources within and between organizations and how they are utilized. The nodes in a value network nodes represents people, or more abstractly the roles, people, companies, firms. The nodes are connected by interactions that represent deliverables. So this is much connected with our next topic, which is complex system, which involves nodes and interaction. Nodes and interactions. A complex system, our next topic, second last actually, but I go to the last so that you can do your video assignment. It's usually composed of many components and their interactions, such as system can be represented by network, where nodes represent the components and links that present the interactions. So images. This is complex system. We have nodes. This is nodes, 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 and the connection, the link between them. This is complex system. So I'm glad that you take this course. This course is kind of introduction to you, something that you may have never thought about, available in a economics faculty. You think economics is about only inflation, interest rate. This is different economics. And this really brings you something else. You can develop this into the future. Okay, this is the book. We're gonna go there soon. When new tech, okay, cause great firms to fail. Great firms, they are great, strong, very successful, but why they eventually fail? Because of disruptive technologies. And they were trying to sustain their being king, to sustain by doing sustaining innovation, but cannot compete with the disruptive forces of technology. People are doing disruptive innovation, and that's where the dilemma for investors, where to put the money and how much. That was the dilemma. And another book, 2003, Innovators Solution. So what is the subject matter? Clayton Christensen demonstrates how successful, outstanding companies. Okay, let's go quickly here. It describes how large incumbent companies lose market share by listening to their customers and providing what appears to be the highest value products, but the new companies that serve the low value customers with poorly developed technology can improve that technology incrementally until it's good enough to quickly take the market share from the incumbent. Recommends that large companies maintain small, nimble divisions to attempt to replicate the phenomenon internally to avoid being blindsided. So, how successful, outstanding companies can do everything right and still lose and even fail. There are two key parts of this dilemma. Number one, value to innovation is an S-curve. I talked about this S-curve already before. This S-curve. S. You want to make sure to make money here during the growth. This is one. It passes the critical mass, or also we call it threshold network size. This is the growth. Make money here before it goes flat again. Here, going flat after that. Flat, or may even decline. So improving a product takes time and many iterations. The first of these iterations provide minimal value to the customer, but in time, the base is created and the value increases exponentially. What is exponent? It's exponentially, not a straight line. Exponential is not a straight line. Recall our Metcalfe's law, proportional to the n to the power of 2, n square. When the power is more than 1, 1 is straight line, power n to the power of 1 is straight line, more than 1 is a exponential graph. Make money here. Once the base is created and is typically better than the last, at some point, the most valuable improvements are complete and the value per iteration is minimal again. So in the middle of the most value at the beginning and end of minimal. So right here to cash in during the growth phase. Here during introduction of the product. Here product matures. Technology becomes standardized. Everyone knows the technology already. Here, cash it here. Give money here. Incumbent size deals. the incumbent, the king of today, has the luxury of a huge customer set but high expectation of yearly sales. The new entry next generation products find niches away from the incumbent customer. For you, incumbent. Away from incumbent customer set to build the new product. The new entry companies do not require the yearly sales of the incumbent and thus have more time to focus on innovation and to innovate on this smaller venture. For this reason, the next generation product is not being built for the incumbent customer set, and this large customer set is not interested in the new innovation and keeps demanding more innovation with the incumbent product. I mean, unfortunately, this incumbent innovation is limited to the overall value of the product as it is to the latter end of the S curve. So let's go straight to the wait before we close, because these are what he argues. Okay, go to the book. Okay, this book is about the failure of companies to stay on the top of the industry when they confront certain types of market and technological change. It's not about the failure of simply any company, but a good company or good companies that fail. The kinds that many managers have admired and tried to emulate. The companies known for their abilities to innovate and execute the strategies. Companies stumble for many reasons, of course, among them bureaucracy, arrogance, tired executive, and so on. But the book is not about companies with just such weaknesses. It is about good companies, but why they fail. A good example is C.S. Roebuck. In October 2018, the company officially filed the Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Sears is a big company. Department store reported that fewer than 700 stores were still open and 6,000 employees remain. Sears' key failure was a lack of innovation without a replacement for the catalog, because Sears was using catalog shopping, and plus you go there to the store and also department store. 5 key reasons why. No longer business. You see, Sears and Kmart had nearly 3,500 stores when they were merged together. It was separate previously, Kmart merged together. Today, company has only 20 stores. Wow. From 3,500 now, 20 stores only. When was this? November last year, November 2 years ago. 20 stores only. In fact, a fact that surprised many, went out of business. No, still in business, only 20 stores. planning to close all its stores in 2023. Oh, with 115 Sears hometown stores set to close this year. So what happened now? Chapter 11 in the United States is bankruptcy. They call it Chapter 11. 2018, 20th largest retailing company filed Chapter 11 in 2018, sold asset and okay. Is it? Who bought Sears? Investment company. What has happened to Sears? Who destroyed Sears? No. Business press and retail observers place most of the blame for this guy, the hedge fund magnate. His extraordinary talent for financial engineering. His hedge fund. He's not even in the business of, retailing. He bought a company which is, this is the latest. October 23, 2023. 26th October. There are 12 only stores in the United States, compared with previous nearly 4,000. The state with the most number is California, 4 stores. Is Sears making comeback? According to the company website, we cannot trust. We are independent, Only 12 stores remain. Okay, however, couple analysis, rethinking of brand sustainability. Yeah. Sears Robert accounted for more 2% of all retail sales in the United States. Big, but failed. And this is 1997. He was talking, the book published in 1997, even 1995, the paper, and other companies. Sears, yes. You go to the computer industry, digital equipment, DEC, created mini computer, and no more. Data General, Prime, Wang, the computer, Hewlett Packard, Hewlett Packard still. Next door, no more. Apple Computer, Commodore, IBM standalone PC division, and DEC, digital equipment, no more DEC, right? Digital case. We're gonna, skim or scan quickly the dilemma. What is the dilemma? To establish the theoretical depth of the ideas in this book, the breadth of the usefulness to the theory, from the theory to business, and their application, I've divided the book into 2 parts. Part 1, chapters 1 to 4, build the framework that explain why sound decision by great managers can lead firms to failure. The picture of this chapter paints is truly that of the innovator's dilemma. The logical, competent decisions of management that are critical to the sources. What time we finish? Okay. The logical and competent decision of management that are critical to the success of the companies are also the reason why they lose. Part 2 works to resolve the dilemma. Building on our understanding of why and under what circumstances new technologies have caused great firms to fail, it prescribes managerial solution to the dilemma. How executives can simultaneously do what is right for the near-term health of the business and focusing on adequate resources on the disruptive technologies that ultimately could lead to. So building framework. This is for example of disk drive industry and okay. And then this is the core, sustaining versus disruptive technologies. And the graph, most new technologies foster improved product performance. I call this sustaining technologies. Some sustaining technologies can be discontinuous or radical in character, while others are of an incremental nature. What all sustaining technologies have in common is that they improve the performance of established products only, improve the performance of the current product only, based on the same technology platform. Only addition to the features, not the radical change in the technology. Along with the dimensions of performance that mainstream customers will want to buy, or emerging markets have historically valued. Most technological advances in a given industry are sustaining in character. An important finding within its book is that rarely have even the most radically difficult sustaining technologies precipitated that trigger the failure of uh, leading firms. Occasionally, however, disruptive technology emerge. Occasionally, and innovations that result in worse product performance, at least at the beginning, at least in the near term, at the beginning only. Ironically, in each of the instances studied in this book, it was disruptive technology that precipitated, that leads to the failure of the king of the incumbent firms. Disruptive technologies bring to a market a very different value proposition that had been available previously. Generally, disruptive technologies underperform established products in mainstream market, but they have other features that few fringe or generally new customers value. Products based on disruptive technologies are cheaper, simpler, smaller, and frequently more convenient to use that makes people want to buy. So let's look at the graph. So we're talking about the trajectories of what the market needs, what the market wants to buy, and technology improvement. Look at this. This graph is the basis for his argument, the most important graph. The impact of sustaining and disruptive technological change. So here, time, and this is performance, product performance. The higher product performance means the higher quality. The higher quality requires more money spent on R&D, more investment. So this is the performance demanded at low end of the market. And this is the range. The performance demanded at the higher end of the market. The lower, cheaper. This is the upper bound, which is more expensive. Because better product performance, better quality, of course, higher cost and higher price. So this range from this price to that price, in a way, I say price, because it has to do with product performance. The lower performance is cheaper, the higher performance is more expensive. So this is the product performance and the price of which related to product performance that people want to pay. Below here, nobody will buy the product. Junk, low quality, bad. Nobody will want to buy. You can use this maybe for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. After 3 days, broken apart. No. This only. But here, up here, it's too expensive for people to buy. Okay, that's the range of trajectories of market needs. The market want to buy. Customers want to buy that trajectory. Versus trajectory of tech improvement. Once you, the company, you are the king, the incumbent, you want to sustain your position. You don't want to lose. So companies, this is progress made due to sustaining technology. Sears were trying to sustain, put more investment, more innovation, but on the same technology platform. Nokia was doing the same thing. Good example is Nokia was trying to sustain with the old technology platform. Here come another technology, which is disruptive technology. A new entrant will come in and serve at the lower market, lower end of the market, and will ride. There is a controversy in terms of the naming of the graph. So if I Google in this is the book, original book, Google to the latest. Disruptive innovation is the same. Sustaining innovation. I'm just pointing out the naming. There's a slight change between the original. because it may confuse you. Look at the naming this. Low end of the market, mainstream, high end of the market, incumbent sustaining, the king of today, try to sustain. That's the trajectory. The entrant, destructive trajectory. This is a better naming. It says disruptive trajectory by the new entrants. And this is not good enough. After here, it goes past, people will not buy anymore this product. People, because of cheaper, people buy, and comes in our chapter. This is the last chapter, sustaining. Bring back our chapter previously we learned this morning. Network effects. The more people buy product from this one, the more people buy. The more people buy, the network effects. So that's why I combine the two. Another one, complex system. That process is complex. So look at this. Entrance disruptive, whereas the original sustaining technology. Yes, perhaps he meant at that time, this is the range. Higher, more expensive investment. This is lower amount of investment. This is just to sustain. So come disruptive innovation. So riding on this, we can name this disruptive trajectory. At the bottom, lower end of the sustaining technology investment. I can name that way so that you will not be confused. This is the disruptive trajectory, just like the graph now, just now. Disruptive trajectory, riding on the lower end of the sustaining investment, amount of investment needed. Yes. There's so many graphs. So let's go back to the book. I am naming it this way. Disruptive trajectory by new entrants who enter the market. They will challenge the king of the industry. They will challenge the incumbent. So they ask this new technology platform, digital technology makes, Sony is another good example. Sony was the king of TV during the analog technology. Analog. Today is digital technology. Sony is no more king of TV. Based on new technology, not the old technology, this new technology become disruptive to the old technology. Is a grab disruptive technology? That's a question. Is online learning that we're having now has become a disruptive technology to classroom learning? But it was clear that smartphone technology has become a disruptive technology to the Nokia's mobile phone. And it was clear that YouTube, the internet and YouTube and all this has made video cassette recorder, US TV there, and DVD player has made all those become irrelevant anymore. No more relevant, has become irrelevant. People don't buy that anymore. Emails, communication through online has made somehow post office become obsolete. So now post office is not many post office, few here and there, only a few, the main ones, because people rarely send mail. Do I send birthday card or whatever cards? No more. We just send it a card online. So it has made post office become less relevant today. I rarely go to post office except if I want to send a parcel. And then still I don't have to go to post office. A company come. That's why there's a big business during the COVID-19 lockdown. The biggest money makers are those in the logistic, because people cannot go out. Online shopping, people order things online. So in Korea, Coupang, in other parts of the world, Lazada, or Shopee, or Amazon. So catching on the COVID-19 lockdown, are they really now disruptive? In a way, yes, but it opens a new venture. So we can discuss that later on. Just to give you idea of disruptive innovation, disruptive technology will replace the previous technology, will challenge. So as I mentioned, post office, uh, the role has now changed, and they want to remain relevant. They reinvent post office as well. Okay, riding on this. So look at this. At this point, you spend money already to sustain. Here is the dilemma, innovators' dilemma. To sustain based on the old previous technology, to sustain after this, it shot up, above what people are willing to buy. This is the performance that people willing, this much only. Beyond that, it's too expensive. But they spend money already. Here, the income, the new entrant, new companies will ride on this. Not necessarily here, but can be anywhere here and take over. And that's what it is, disruptive technological innovation. So we're going to end our class quickly. So why? What's the principle behind it? Companies depend on customers and investors for resources. Need a customer to buy, and investment from your investors. Number two, small markets do not solve the growth problem of large companies. You need a markets. Number three, markets that do not exist, you cannot analyze what's coming in the future if it doesn't exist. Number four, an organization's capabilities each actually can become disabilities, defines its disabilities. Number five, technology supply may not equal market demand. That's what we saw just now. Where is it there? Oh, I moved too fast. Where's the graph? Ah, yeah. May not match. The tech improvement and investment going into it may not match what the customer is simply wanting to buy. Okay? Short above, and you cannot sell, and you lose money. You invested a lot. That's the dilemma. Whether to sustain or whether to start a new project. Dilemma for investors. Where to put money? This company or this company? If you spend here, this company will spend more. Okay, and so dilemma for investors and also innovators. That's number 5. Then lessons happening today, uh, fails, and that's it. And then let's go to the oh, mm, ah, this is sustaining versus okay, sustaining 5 principles just now we saw, and why great companies fail. Insight from hard disk this industry, this were straightforward, not breakthrough, most simply package existing technologies in unique value networks and impetus to innovate. This is a sort of summary. Uh, what do we need to do? And these are give responsibility for disruptive technologies to organizations so customers need them, match the size, discovering new and emerging markets. You must do that. And just going quickly, before I end today, I want to explain briefly on the video assignment, but we need to go through this quickly. Yeah. Sustaining innovation, disruptive innovation, pace of technological progress, performance that customer want to buy. Okay. Steel industry, just very quickly on each. Oh, YouTube. Oh, this is, I don't know whether you can hear. Oh, no time. Lessons from Nokia, decline, downfall of Nokia once the world king in mobile phone. Uh, Nokia defeated by Apple, which has only 3 years of experience in making phone. Nokia has taken regular steps to stop its decline, but saw the markets slide and again to 30%. The share smartphone slid to 30%. So what's striking is that the very technology that set Nokia apart from its rivals has ended up slowing it down. Has yet to release a single Android smartphone because Nokia was using not Android, but at that time no Android yet. It was a Symbian technology, Symbian operating system. Android not available yet. So even as global, so remember now the two competing operating system, Android and iOS, belongs to Apple. The two. Who's gonna win? Is China coming up with another operating system? Please tell me in the comment section of our Telegram group. So that's why this course should be very interesting because it talks about the current happenings in the technology. And the solution. The book. How can you beat products? Best customer, okay. Innovative solutions. This is disruptive model. Value networks are new market disruption, low-end disruptions, helping the disruption grows. Sony, a case of study also, disrupted